Guys, sempena Diwali, we're going to be making Sireh soap, okay? So Sireh is very important in Indian culture, especially when we have Lakshmi Pooja during Diwali, whereby we will be using it for inviting wealth, happiness, prosperity, and so on. So the first ingredient we'll need here is actually our color. So because it's Diwali, we're going to be using a lot of vibrant colors, okay? So this is a yellow mica, which we're going to banjo first with a little bit of glycerin, so that when we put it into the soap, they tak clump up, okay? So just mix like 1 part of powder and 2 part of glycerin and you are okay to use it already. So the first ingredient we are going to be using here is tree butter handmade soap base from SoapLab Malaysia. So this soap base is natural and it's made with tree butter, mango butter, cocoa butter and shea butter, so it's very moisturizing. You're going to cut it to small pieces like this. So the reason why we cut it to small pieces like this is so that it's easier to melt. You know, tak kisahlah microwave or double boiler, it's just so that it's easier to melt. So once you already cut it into small pieces macam ni, just put it into your heat resistant container and we are putting it in the microwave for about a minute. And then once it's done, we're going to be putting in geranium and rose fragrance oil. Now make sure to only use cosmetic grade fragrance oil, not something that's used for aromatherapy, diffuser and so on. Next, we're putting in Sireh Extract. So this Sireh we are actually putting in because it's really good antioxidant and to reduce any itchiness and so on. And finally, we are putting in a little bit of purple color because again, like what I said, it's Diwali, we're going to make it really colorful and vibrant. So mix all this together, and if you wanted to know the full recipe, do check out our description below. I'll be sharing the recipes below. So this is our mold. It has a little bit of acne punya design, so we're going to just pour in about half of it, 1/3 of it into the mold first. Okay, so once you already pour it in, we're going to be spraying it with a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to make sure that there's no any bubbles. Now after that, we're going to be doing our second middle layer soap. So this is when we are going to be using our yellow color. So here I'm using honey soap base, and then after that I'm adding in everything just like how it was in the first soap tadi lah. Only thing is we are using yellow color. Again, mix it and pour it in about 1/3 into your mold and it's ready to go. Now as you can see here, we are using a fork to do this is because we want the soap to really melekat, because when the first soap is already very hard, when you try to put the second soap, it might separate over time. So here, if you want to melekat properly, just grab it using a fork. And so after already pour it in, we're going to spray with rubbing alcohol again. Again, we're going to let it harden a little bit, scrape it again, and then we're going to put in our next layer of purple again. Now of course by now the purple one tadi, it would have already become hardened. You can always remelt it in a microwave and it will be chai again and you can pour it in. Now leave it for another 2 to 3 hours and you can already use it. You don't have to wait for it to cure. Now if you wanted to purchase any of these ingredients, you can always contact us at SoapLab Malaysia. If you wanted to have any other questions, do comment below. I'm Nisha, a pharmacist and formulator, and I'm here to help you out. Again, if you're someone who likes to DIY, please don't forget to follow us. Happy Diwali and I hope to see you in the next video.